Good afternoon. I thought I would start the video off. It is Sunday afternoon now, actually. It's quite late in the day, by 4 o'clock, and I have had the nicest, most chill Sunday. Like, it's honestly like the Sunday of dreams. I just I let the horses out as always at 8 o'clock, and then I got back into bed, had a nice lie in, got up, had a chocolate croissant, sat down, caught up on some YouTube, read my book, and then I decided I'm going to start. I've been going to yoga class once a week, as you might know from watching my other videos, but I've actually decided I'm going to start trying to practice a little bit more at home. I still do prefer classes just because I like having someone there watching what I'm doing, and pointing out where I'm not doing it right or I could improve, or yeah, but it is still good to do something at home. So I did a yoga with Adrienne video this morning, and yeah, I just feel like a new woman. I just feel like it's just so nice when you have this like chill time at home. And yeah, now I was kind of toying with the idea of going out, but I actually think I am going to maybe paint the arena fence. Luke also called from India. I didn't get chatting to him yesterday because where he was had really bad Wi-Fi and he just couldn't take a call. But he is having a ball in India, which is great. So I was telling him about I might want to paint the fence, and he just sort of said we have this Ron Seal like concentrate mix, so I need to mix that in with water, which I think I will do, because I actually, out of all the chores and all the like things I have to do, painting I actually quite enjoy. Like, well, I'd say that, I mean, painting fences I quite enjoy. I haven't actually tackled ever painting a room, so I don't know, can't speak to that, but definitely painting a fence I actually quite do. I do kind of enjoy it and find it quite satisfying. So I will get started on that probably, and then I'm really tempted to get a takeaway for dinner, like maybe a takeaway pizza. I don't know, although I should cook, but yeah, I just don't feel, I just really struggle with cooking for myself. I actually saw there's a girl I follow on Instagram, she has this recipe book out. It's called like One Pot One Portion, which I actually might get for, because Luke is actually quite a bit with work and stuff, so like I probably am going to face this a lot, so I probably should try and get into a better routine of actually making food when it's just me by myself. But for tonight, I'm feeling pizza, so I might go get a pizza later and go get some bits in the shop to keep me going. And yeah, that's the plan. Anyway, I will start painting this fence and chat to you in a bit. This is what I have been up to for the last hour or so. I've just been painting the fence, so you can see there's where it's not painted. Ollie is digging up a piece of grass. So I've been using my trusty Ron Seal. And yeah, I've just been painting away. I did forget kind of how long it does take, although I do enjoy it. I'm not sure I'll get the whole lot done today, because I do still need to muck out, bring them in, and then I think I am going to get myself a pizza for dinner tonight to treat myself. But yeah, that's where I've got to. So I'm going to do a little bit more now, and then I will be mucking out the horses and going to get a pizza. So that's my wild bank holiday. Joys of being a homeowner. You chillin', Rubes? Oh, flies are so annoying.
Okay, I am back in after painting the fence. I am absolutely exhausted. I don't even know why, because I actually really didn't do that much at all. And I remember when we first moved in, I was like always doing way more than what I did today. But my lower back was actually killing me, like when I was painting that fence. So I just had to kind of give up, probably a bit earlier than what I would have liked, or I didn't get as much done as what I would have liked. But look, I suppose if I just keep going out over the next couple of weeks and doing one or two like kind of sections of it, it'll eventually get done. But yeah, oh my god, my lower back, like even just mucking out the horses thereafter, I was like, oh, this is really sore. So hopefully that goes away, because there's a lot of bending I need to be doing around here. I feel absolutely filthy and gross now after spending the day outside, so I actually do think I will have a bath later, which I'm looking forward to. And now I think I'm just gonna like chill for a little bit, read my book, and then maybe I will go and get my pizza, because now I have 100% decided that I absolutely will not be cooking this evening. It is Monday afternoon now, and I thought I would bring you along while I try and do my hair with my GHD straightener. I'm not very good at this, so have to bear with me. I think I last left you where I had found out the devastating news that the pizza I wanted to get was not possible. So I didn't really do anything really interesting after that. I have put heat protectant in my hair already, actually, just so FYI. So yeah, I found out the devastating news I wasn't going to be able to get my pizza, so I did manage to haul myself to the shop, and I got like a frozen pizza for dinner, and it was just okay, as they often are, but I wasn't in the mood to cook, so in that way it did the job. That didn't go well. Sugar. I'm still practicing on this, like trying to do waves, and I'm just not very good, and I don't think it helps that my hair is very long. So this morning we actually had Storm Polaris hit, but luckily it wasn't too bad. I did just put the horses out a little bit later, and I think that was just me being overly cautious. Like, I think it actually would have been fine to put them out their usual time. See, I just find it gets caught. I don't know if anyone has any tips on how to do this properly. And then I have to sort of like twist it to actually make it hold the shape. But yeah, so they're out now, and they just went out a little bit later, but they were absolutely fine. Then I had my standard chocolate croissant breakfast, and I did some yoga with Adrian, and then just did some tidying up. And now I've decided that I probably am going to go to Kildare Village for a little pootle around, and also I might treat myself to a sprout for lunch. And this evening I'm going to make minestrone, but I'm actually going to go to Dunn's as well, just to just get some bits for the week ahead. I need to get more food for Ollie. Yeah, I see. I don't know, guys. sometimes this works for me and then sometimes it doesn't. I think it does depend on what I have in my hair, because at the moment it seems to be sticking a little bit, and yeah, it really does not help that my hair is so long. But yeah, I've actually, so this weekend I've been kind of, well, sorry, my sister came over on Friday, and then other than that I've kind of just spent it mostly alone, which I just really don't mind. I'm such an introverted person. And I should also mention, I do have quite an extroverted job. Like I'm a recruiter, so I'm constantly on the phone and chatting to people and actually having kind of deep conversations with people, like in terms of their life and what they want out of their career and stuff like that. So I do find that I'm actually quite drained by the time the weekend comes around sometimes, and sometimes I just need a bit of like chill time for myself, and I definitely feel like I got that this weekend in spades. So I just feel really recharged and really like myself and happy. I know it sounds like, it makes me sound like so antisocial, and maybe I am, but I don't know, it's just I've always been this way, that I just need a lot of like recharge time. I'm definitely a big fat introvert. So I've really enjoyed this weekend. Obviously I do miss Luke, but he is having, I was talking to him yesterday and he's been sending me loads of pictures and stuff this morning, and he is having an absolute ball. Like it looks really cool where he is, and he sent me like a video of like wild horses this morning, which was really cool. So yeah, he is back in a couple of days time. So the only thing is I really don't like just cooking for myself. I feel like my routine has kind of gone a bit out the window and I just cannot be bothered, but he'll be back soon. And yeah, I've also had the realization that I do need to put a bit more effort into decorating the house now, because I was like sitting in the living room last night and I was like, I love this room, but because it's the room that is like the most done in terms of like decor and stuff, whereas like all the other rooms like are just sort of half done. Like even this is kind of like the bedroom I'm not happy with, because we need to get a new wardrobe door, and I need to get more prints for the wall, and this is not working at all today. It's a bad curl day. I am really not good. I think it's like I do it too fast maybe. So yeah, I am struggling with the prints though, because it's just very hard. I'm quite particular about what I want. Like I know I said I have the living room mostly done, and it is, but I was thinking I need to get two kind of bigger prints for on top of the TV, and I was looking, and it's just very hard to find one that I like. So I don't want to just get random prints. I want to get something that kind of means something. So I was looking at like this print on Etsy, on an Etsy shop that had like swallows on it, because we actually have a lot of swallows out of the stables, and I just really like them. I think they're really cute and very pretty birds, and I actually really like having them around. And we've had nests and stuff with them, and I thought it was kind of meaningful to get like the swallows, like a print of the swallows, but it's just very difficult to get this. I find the sizes, like just getting the sizes and the measurements, just a bit of a headache. And even with printing photos, that's what like puts me off, and that's what's holding me up, is like trying to find a frame that fits the prints that we have. So maybe, I don't think I'll get into the Photoshop today, but it is something that I do need to just sit down and sort out. Like anything that involves a bit of maths, I just put off so much. But it needs to be done, because I want the house to feel a bit more put together and decorated. So yeah, that is where I'm going to try and finish this. It's clearly not going well, as you can see. I do find this side easier though. Yeah, see, like that kind of worked, you see? But like, why don't they all work like that? I don't know. I do think my hair is like too it just feels too heavy, like it can't hold any kind of style because it's just way too heavy. So yeah, there's another good one. So yeah, I'm going to finish this and then I will head out and I'll take you along with me.
Good afternoon. I am looking a bit bedraggled. It's very, very windy outside still. I think it's the leftovers from the storm that we had this morning, but I thought I would do a little haul of what I got. So I'm just back from shopping and I went to Woody's, which is a hardware shop. Sorry, I'm just gonna pull my stuff closer so I can reach it. I went to Woody's, which is a hardware shop, and Dunn's, which is, I don't know how to describe Dunn's to someone who isn't Irish, but basically they do like homeware, groceries, clothes, and stuff is usually pretty good quality, and yeah, I suppose it's maybe like one of the more premium grocery retailers in Ireland. I really don't know what to compare it to, but anyway, I got some paint samples in Woody's because I am really excited where we're going to probably start painting the spare room soon. The problem I have with that room is it is so dark, so I just don't know what colour to paint it, because I suppose it just gets it gets like an hour of sunlight a day and the rest of the time it's like quite dark. So I don't know if I should try and like lean into the dark vibe or just get something to try and brighten it up. But I don't know if I'm kind of fighting an uphill battle trying to brighten it up, if you know what I mean. So I got I suppose the two colours that I did get are kind of leaning more towards trying to brighten it up. So I got they're from the Dulux Heritage collection, and I got Velvet Matte, and this is Raw Cashmere. I don't know if you'll be able to tell the colours on camera, but that's Raw Cashmere. And then I got a very similar one. I think Raw Cashmere is slightly more warm toned, and then this one is called Pale Walnut, and I think this is more cool toned. So I think we'll just sort of see what works best in the room. It might not even be either of those. Like I probably anticipate going back and forth a few times on this, but it should be fun. At least I'm kind of excited just to get the ball rolling on it. Then I went into Dunn's and I got more of these storage jars, which I actually like to use in our pantry. I usually like to decant like pasta or rice or orzo or some kind of dried pantry good into these, and I just find them so handy and they look really nice. But I just find it really handy because you can actually just sort of see what you have at a glance when you have everything kind of decanted into these. I do want to get a label maker from Amazon just so I can actually like label what things are, because obviously some things look similar, like corn flour and soft raisin flour, and like, you know, there's some that would look, you wouldn't be able to tell. So I do need to get a label maker, but yeah, I really like these. So I actually got two of them because they're just handy to have, and I was in need of some more. Really randomly, but I got a little toothbrush holder for the bathroom. Also we have, so our kitchen table is it was kind of a gift, I suppose. Like as in we were given it when we moved into the house, just because we had so much expense, and Luke's parents actually had this kind of spare table, which is great, and it was really, you know, we're very grateful. Like it was really useful to get us over that period when we had like no money and we were spending it on like washing machines and other things that we needed to buy. But I suppose the table is it's a bit on the older side and has a few marks, and probably just maybe I'd like to maybe just change the colour of it. So that's probably something that we'll do, maybe a little upcycling project on this table. Just because I do think the kitchen table is like such a key part of the kitchen. But in the meantime, like the chairs that came with the table, they're quite hard. They are those kind of chairs that probably do need a seat pad. So they had these in Dunn's, and I actually thought the colour would go well with the kitchen. It's coming up as kind of grey, but it's actually more of a kind of greeny, sea greeny kind of colour. And yeah, they're just like little seat pads. I got 4 of them for the 4 chairs, and I'm hoping they'll just, I think it goes this way actually, maybe I'm showing you 2 backwards. And yeah, I'm just hoping it'll just make it a little bit more comfy, because it's kind of annoying when you're sitting having a chat with someone and it's like, oh, I actually can't sit in this chair anymore because it's hurting me. Then really randomly, I just got one of these kind of laundry hamper things for when you take the clean laundry out of the dryer. Follow me for such exciting content. And then I got this hand towel. We just needed an extra hand towel for the bathroom. And this is by Caroline Donnelly, that range in Dunn's. And it was only €10. And yeah, it's really nice. Oh, I don't think I shared the prices of everything. That seat pad was only a fiver, so 4 for 5 was 20. These were €5. This is €4. The laundry hamper was like €13. Actually, the laundry hamper was from Woody's, not Dunn's. But yeah, I really like the pattern on this. I just think it'll go nicely in the bathroom. Those kind of bluey white tones. And then I got this, and I have no idea if this will fit, so hopefully it does. But I saw it on their website, and basically it's like a bath caddy, which I want for just having somewhere to put your wine and candle and book as well when you get into the bath. So I'm hoping to maybe have a bath tonight and give it a test drive, so I will let you know how that goes. But yeah, that is everything I got. It felt like loads when I was buying it, but it actually isn't that much. Oh wait, actually no, I forgot one more thing. I got these salt and pepper mills because we didn't have any. And these are from the Considered range, and these were a little bit more pricey. They were €25, which is actually still quite good for this type of thing, which would usually be maybe like €50. I cannot open the box, but okay, I'm in. So yeah, they're actually, oh, they feel really nice, and they have a little extra salt and pepper. So yeah, I'm hoping these will just look really nice on the counter. And yeah, I'm just glad we have some now because we hadn't for ages. So that is everything I got in Dunn's. I'm going to now go and make Ollie his dinner, and then make myself something quick to eat, and then go do the ponies. So I'll chat to you later. Hello, it is Tuesday and I am back in work, and it is lunchtime. I had the most lovely bank holiday weekend. It was just really needed and just great to have that bit extra time off and just like completely chill out and do bits around the house and potter and get bits and pieces. I just like, literally, that's like my dream weekend nowadays. I did find last night though that I was starting to get like a bit of a itchy throat, and also I just kind of felt like a temperature, and even today I just sort of feel like I've maybe a slight headache or like slight just sort of pain behind my eyes. So I'm like, really hope that doesn't develop into something more. So I think I'm going to make a minestrone at lunch now and put it in the slow cooker to cook for so it'll be ready for when I log off at 5:30, 6. I'm going to try and work later tomorrow, and Thursday, so that I can finish early on Friday, because I might have to collect Luke from the airport. So yeah, I like minestrone because it's just really like hearty and warming and so nutritious, because it's literally got every vegetable under the sun in it. And I remember I watched a documentary on Netflix about the blue zones, and one of them was Sardinia, I think, and one of the dishes that they had a lot of was minestrone. So I think some of I've seen TikToks of people and calling it longevity soup. So sorry, the blue zones are zones where people live. They have like really high numbers of people living to like past 100. So it's obviously quite good for you. Sorry, as soon as I start filming, Ollie starts like eating his kibbles and drinking his water like very loudly. So if you can hear that, I apologise. But yeah, I will get cracking making this soup just to lob it into the slow cooker. So it's mostly just chopping all the vegetables, tin of tomatoes, some vegetable stock, leave it to kind of do its thing for 4 hours on low heat, and then maybe like half an hour, 40 minutes before you're done, you would add your pasta and some beans just so they have time to soften. But I will show you, I will take you along as I go through cooking it, and yeah, hopefully it's nice and hopefully it'll get rid of whatever this is that's coming on later. Just thought I would share the finished product with you. So this is the minestrone. I did actually make a mistake by putting a little bit too much pasta in, so it's not as liquidy as it should be. And then I just have a slice of brown bread with butter. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. So basically, from the last step, all I did was add in some pasta. I added in too much, but maybe just, it's hard to judge, but I did 1 cup, so maybe just less, a little bit less than 1 cup. And then I added in a tin of cannellini beans, and then I just left that for the last 40 minutes so that they had a chance to cook and soften. And yeah, that's it. Then I just added some salt, pepper, and I actually added a few chili flakes as well. I'm not for 1 second saying this is like a traditional minestrone. This is just my take on it. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to talking into this now. I definitely feel a sore throat coming on, so I'm hoping this might just stave it off. excuse the dodgy appearance and dodgy angle and probably shaking because I'm holding you with my hand. I've been out and about in the yard for the last couple of hours and hence the disheveledness. Um, Basically mucked out the horses, fed them, brought them in, fed them, and then I poo picked the field and gave Ruby a little bit of a lunge. And yeah, it was funny because I actually noticed like today is the first day where I've sort of felt that little bit of a change in the air. So I felt it kind of be a bit more like it just felt like a little bit more autumnal today, which is interesting because it is August now. And I noticed there's like a lot of blackberries around the hedges in our around our garden, which is funny because like for the last 3 months, like I've been like fighting brambles and briars and like giving out stink about them, and now that there's like berries, I'm like maybe they're not too bad. um, so yeah, I had my minestrone earlier. I actually wasn't feeling a bit under the weather. Seems to have gone now, but I do still sort of have that bit of an itchy throat. So I hope I'm not coming down with anything. Um, but the minestrone was nice and really hearty and wholesome. So I'm gonna have myself a bath now, I think, and read my book, and then afterwards I might make myself a hot chocolate. Wild Tuesday night. Just because I do feel like I deserve a treat. I love that thing where I ever see it's like me who's never denied myself anything. I think I deserve a treat. That is literally me. um so yeah, that is the evening. I don't think I will vlog too much more in this video because it's getting quite long. So I think I'll show you my bath and call it a day there. I do have some stuff coming from Amazon during the week, so kind of homeware bits and pieces. So I'll show you them in the next one. But yeah, I will leave it there. So thanks so much for watching.